everyone. Welcome to Tuesday's City Council meeting. Today is August the 6th. Like all of our prior meetings, we're recording live on the City of Madison YouTube channel, also archiving it there for later viewing. We do not have a very long agenda tonight. I do want to, before we get into the agenda, we'll just make an announcement that we will not be discussing Ordinance 2024-7. It will be introduced tonight, but the public hearing and discussion of that proposed change to the zoning map will occur at its second reading, which will be Tuesday, August the 20th, and that meeting will be held at Hunter Hall. Hunter Hall is the event space above Crystal Beach. So we've made accommodations for large community participation if that's warranted, but that will be heard for its second reading on August 20th. So with that said, we'll stand, bow our heads, recite the Lord's Prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, and get into the business.
Our Father,
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Clerk, may I have a roll call, please?
Sure. Patrick Chevanow.
Here.
Carla Krebs.
Here.
Lucy DeTillo.
Here.
Josh Schaefer.
Here.
Joel Storm.
Here.
Jim Bartlett.
Here.
And Josh Wilbur.
Here.
Thank you. Council, have you had an opportunity to review the minutes from the July 16th meeting? If so, we will entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
A motion that we accept the minutes as written.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. There are no presentations or petitions, so we'll move right into resolutions or bills.
The first bill on first reading is sponsored by Josh Wilbur and Josh Schaefer, and is ordinance number 2024-6, an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of Madison, Indiana, repealing and replacing Chapter 30 of the Code of Ordinances regarding the Common Council procedures. Whereas the City of Madison Common Council is governed by Indiana Code 36-4-6, which sets forth, among other things, the manner in which the Common Council conducts its business on behalf of the citizens of Madison, Indiana. In addition to the Indiana Code, the city has adopted a local ordinance governing meetings, approval of ordinances and resolutions, order of business, rules of procedure, privileges of citizens, councilmanic districts, standing committees, and meeting participation by electronic means of communication, and has amended such ordinance in 1966, 2005, 2015, 2022, and in 2023. Whereas the City of Madison Common Council now finds it is necessary to repeal and replace the current ordinance with new provisions that will allow it to more effectively and efficiently perform its duties on behalf of the City of Madison, and such changes are attached hereto as Exhibit A. Now therefore be it ordained by the Common Council of the City of Madison, Indiana, that Chapter 30 Common Council be repealed and replaced to be reflected in Exhibit A attached hereto, and that this ordinance shall become in full force and effect immediately upon the passage by the Common Council of the City of Madison, Indiana, and required citizens' signatures by local officials. Next ordinance on first reading is ordinance number 2024-7, and that is ordinance of the Common Council of the City of Madison, Indiana, amending the zoning map of the City of Madison, Indiana. This is sponsored by Councilman Tevenall and I believe Councilman Bartlett. And that is ordinance of the Common Council of the City of Madison, Indiana, amending the zoning map of the City of Madison, Indiana. Whereas a proposal has been submitted to the Common Council of the City of Madison for the zoning of the following described property to be changed from low density residential, which is R4, to agricultural. And that is at 3247 West Deputy Pike, 3201 plus West Deputy Pike, 32601 plus West Deputy Pike, 3247 West Deputy Pike, 3621 North 300 West, and 300 plus West Chicken Run Road. Whereas a proposal has been submitted to the Common Council of the City of Madison for the following described real property to be changed from RA to agricultural, and that is 4321 West Deputy Pike, 3901 West Deputy Pike, 3356 West Deputy Pike, 3600 plus West Deputy Pike, 3500 plus West Deputy Pike, 3621 North 300 West, 3621 North 300 West, 3750 West Deputy Pike Road, and 3356 West Deputy Pike Road. Whereas there has been an unfavorable recommendation made by the City of Madison Plan Commission to the Common Council of the City of Madison, Indiana, to amend the zoning map of the City of Madison, Indiana. Whereas by voting against this ordinance, the Common Council believes that it is not in the best interest of the City of Madison, Indiana, and its citizens that the zoning map be amended as requested, and therefore it concurs with the unfavorable recommendation of the Plan Commission. And whereas a positive vote herein is an affirmation that the Common Council hereby allows the zoning map to be amended as requested in the proposal. Now therefore be it ordained by the Common Council of the City of Madison, Indiana, that upon denial of this ordinance, the City of Madison zoning map shall not be amended, and the Common Council concurs with the unfavorable recommendation submitted by the Plan Commission. Upon a vote to approve this ordinance, the City of Madison zoning map shall be amended as requested, and the Common Council adopts the proposal submitted to the Plan Commission. That this ordinance shall become full effect and from and after this date.
Okay. Both of those ordinances will be heard on second reading at the August 20th meeting. Council, are there any reports, recommendations, or other business from the standing or select committees of City Council? Hearing none. We do not have any bills on third or second reading, so we'll move to public comment. If anybody's here would like to address the Mayor's Office or City Council, please come to the podium, state your name and address, and please give your remarks. Hit the mic, please. Thanks, Karen.
May I ask a procedural question about ordinance 2024-7 that doesn't have to do with the issue, but procedural? So I was at the Plan Commission, where the Plan Commission didn't pass, but the issue was to change the zoning map. And then after y'all see it and you vote however you vote, what happens then? Does it go to the zoning for a zoning change, or is the zoning map all that will be changed?
The zoning map is all that would be changed. And then in order for the proposal, that is the proposal that's actually in front. Obviously, the elephant in the room is dealing with solar energy and things like that. They would then have to also go before the BZA in order to get a variance, I believe.
Conditional use.
Conditional use, I'm sorry.
Is that a yearly conditional use? Excuse me, yearly?
I believe that the BZA can grant that in different segments.
And is it customary to change the map before you change the underlying zoning? Is that standard?
Is your question, do we get other requests to change the zoning map? The answer to that
No,
is
I would
yes.
think the two would go together.
No,
the-
well,
The zoning and the map.
the map dictates the role that the Board of Zoning Appeals would play, and whether or not it's a permitted use or a permitted use with a conditional use permit or a variance. So that's the role that the Board of Zoning Appeals would play, is to look at the proposed intended use of the property, not the zoning. The zoning is already determined before BZA would take up any matter. So one's by ordinance, and the other one is, you could look at the Board of Zoning Appeals as our land use experts, that they review applications every month relative to the conditional or permitted use of the property.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So red light comes on there, Rodney. Just to push the panel on the microphone.
Just
and it'll
touch it.
light up.
There
There
we
we go.
There
Yeah,
we go.
there we go.
There we go. Okay. We're a little confused back here in the back. I didn't know we was allowed to ask questions about this, about the zoning
Well-
change. I'm at 2188 North Birchstein Road.
Yeah, my preference is that this public comment section is really for things that maybe aren't on the agenda. We'll have a second reading. We'll take a lot of time at the next meeting for a lot of questions. There'll also be a presentation, I'm assuming there by the applicant for the zoning change.
Okay, but
Yeah, this
Because
is,
we're gonna do this all over again in 2 weeks.
yeah, this is a public comment section that really people have the ability to speak on anything that's a city issue that's either on the agenda, not on the agenda, or whatever. Specifically, at the next meeting, we will have a public hearing and public comment session that is during the second, that is right after we have the
During
second
the
reading.
discussion of the ordinance.
to discuss the ordinance.
Yes.
Okay. Does that get your question answered?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if somebody were not able to be here next week and they want to make a comment about it today, they certainly could. But, you know, it's really going to be taken up next week.
Right, and just talk a little bit about time frame. Council has 90 days after the meeting, the Board of Zoning, the Plan Commission meeting, in order to make a decision on the proposed, or not make a decision on the proposed application. So, we're still well within that 90-day time frame.
Okay.
Do as quickly as we can.
Yeah, what we understood was that we wasn't allowed to ask questions or anything at this meeting, that the next meeting was the one that we can.
The next one is the most important one, because
Right.
that is where it
Well, I
will
understand it's the most
specifically be.
important, but
Yeah.
we was told that we couldn't speak at this one, so.
Well,
Or
we
ask
do have a
questions,
standard
ask
public, and again,
Okay.
I will say that the public comment isn't for, you to ask a bunch of questions. It's to express your concerns for or against the application to council.
Oh, so we can express
If
concern.
you want to do that, I would say that we're gonna do this all over again, and it would probably better time spent if we do it
At the-
collectively at the next meeting.
Okay, I guess my next question would be, is all the council gonna be at the next meeting? Nobody's gonna call in sick, right?
I can't
Well, we
promise
would
you
not-
that.
We wouldn't be able to have a meeting if we didn't have a quorum, and that would require at least 4 of these members to take action on any business.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Debbie Beeman, 709 Walnut. I'm here to say that the pool, I know I've told y'all before, that the pool is awesome. And Scott and, what's her name, Carla? No.
Whitney?
Shelley
Shelley?
and Katie, they have done a great job, guys. And the school's starting back tomorrow, and Sunday that place was packed. I mean, there were hundreds of people, and it was awesome. And they've changed the hours a little bit. They're actually better hours, and they're going to have adults being lifeguards, which will be a hoot. So anyway, I just wanted to let you all know that place is awesome.
Thank you. I agree with you. We are working hard, and because of a lot of community participation, keeping the pool open until Labor Day, which is special for us. Generally, we lose all of our labor resources when all the kids go back to school, and we're still working and finding a way to keep it open until Labor Day. So if you haven't been to Crystal Beach, please stop by. It is a one-of-a-kind experience. Any other public comment before Board of Public Works comes before the mayor and council? Yes.
Okay, hello. Hi, my name is Erica McIntyre. I live at 3023 North, 533 West, Madison, Indiana, 47250. And I have a question. If someone would like to comment but cannot actually physically make it to the meeting on the 20th, is there a specific party they should email, contact? How do they get their thoughts, questions, etc. to the city before that meeting?
You could email all the council members here or mayor's office, and we'll distribute it. We also have a standard email address, which if Hannah was here, I'd have it, but I can email it to you. But I think it's communityinput@madison-in.gov.
Okay.
And that's a really good central portal that is for issues just like this that then we'll distribute to council.
I just want to make sure that everybody gets heard, whether they can physically be there or not.
Our
Madison.
phone numbers are printed on the website too.
Yes, and
So
I have
email or
used them.
phone.
I'm asking not for myself, I'm asking for others who might be
Sure.
interested,
That's
so,
great.
but thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? We'll move on to mayor's comments, and really I'll keep them brief because we all want to get down to Bicentennial Park to enjoy National Night Out. Free food, hot dogs grilled by our police and fire, as well as a splash pad, and it's hot. So Debbie, if you don't want to take a dive into Crystal Beach, jump down. You can just go as you are. And well, that was for the chief. But we promise to have a really good time there, and usually I get attacked by one of their canine officers. That's always fun, and usually leaves a mark, but also interesting. You want to tee up the thing I'm about to talk with? Council, before the meeting, I left for you just an overview of major policy and planning initiatives that are underway. We're big advocates here for good planning leads to very good, solid outcomes. And I don't intend to go through all 13 major policy and planning initiatives underway. This is just to give you something to digest after the meeting and in the future if you want to meet with myself or staff about any of these planning initiatives, because eventually, one or all of these may come through council in some form or fashion, or you may have already been involved in many of them through discussions along the way. These are our priorities for the balance of the year that are in different stages of progress, but progress nonetheless, and many of them involve updating or modernizing policies that are 10, 15, 25 years old in some instances. So that is really just an FYI, because we do spend an enormous amount of time on planning and then obviously execution beyond that. Council, do you have any remarks or updates you'd like to give before we close the meeting and move to Bicentennial Park? Our next meeting will be Tuesday, August the 20th at 5:30 at Hunter Hall, which is at Crystal Beach on Madison's riverfront. We have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Thanks everybody for being here.
You will make it.